Welcome back to Lost Dimension. Last time we completed yet another area of the 4th floor. And this time, well, nothing else to do but to keep completing areas of the 4th... Well, that doesn't sound good. Definitely not good. Hall of the End. And this is the boss mission too. So technically only the last optional mission on this floor is actually optional. And I have S-ranked everything on this floor except for encroaching walls. See, I've always been a little suspicious about just what the boss would be on this floor, because we've been facing boss-type enemies for quite a while. Oh, that's interesting. One locked away, huh? Grande. That's all. Grande. Oh, more of these bomb enemies. Yeah, I don't like these bomb enemies. Okay, we're also split up. That's very bad. And more of these Huster Ps. And the levels are finally catching up to ours. Grande. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. But they say this one is locked away. However, I get the feeling that Nagi and Agito will be able to get over to it, even if it is locked away. Looks like a couple of enemies might be guarding switches. Anyway, let's see. You know, I think I know who I'm putting in 5 and 6. So let me check the details. Okay, we get 2 gift experience for this one. Mind Capsule ++ for an S rank. Wait a minute, did that just say defeat... Oh, defeat Grande, okay, so we just had to beat one enemy, not all of them. And now... Guess we could put Yoko around there. With Mana in support, I guess, and in the second slot, yes, we have to put Toya. I think I'll actually just, I don't want to keep everyone split up for too long. I'll regroup, have everyone meet up in one place, except for the 2 who are possibly going after the boss, we'll see. And, yeah, have them all combine their forces, because that's a lot better than fighting alone here. So, let's go! Okay, so no voice acting for this scene. Kind of ironic she's the one saying this. Well, he is stalling until he can get those nuclear missiles ready. Yeah, and we're about to lose even more. Now I just want to check what this boss is. Don't really know what to expect. And there's a file right there.
Let's do this.
Hey, the boss lane's back. That's awesome. Oh, okay, so it's not a giant pit. It's just a big wall. That means we can't even see what we're going up against. Oh, wow. That looks like some kind of a giant hulking monstrosity. Resistant to everything except special, massive vitality and strength and psi. Okay. That thing is kind of scary. I don't like those Volbans either. So. Okay, so Toya's over there. Now, where was that file that I saw in that cutscene? Right there. Research log Godstones. Yeah, I kind of want to regroup here. Avenues of fire are quite tricky to get here. So, another one of those Volbans. But if we... Oh, okay, they're the unphased throwable kind of walls. So, yeah, Agiton, those ones are... Yeah, not exactly even possible to do what I thought we could do. Let's see if I can get a good shot in on this thing, seeing as it's weak to gunfire. Still didn't do as much damage as I thought. Okay, she's got a Volbun close to her, but... Oh. Not quite enough range there. She probably should have kept him a little further back. Although... Can use stab them. You know, I find it incredibly ironic that that thing's supposed to have a high crit rate, and I don't think I've ever seen it critical. Okay, you're on the wrong side to regroup with everyone else, so... I think you'll just need to... just out.
And away we go.
Okay, it's his turn now. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, he... That's weird. So, he can phase through these. Interesting. Yeah, you look like a pretty intimidating physical type enemy. Kind of interesting, we've never really seen anything like that before. Most of the other bosses have been those like big neck things, and that one looks like a giant version of one of these normal enemies. Very interesting. Can he get into a position where he can defer to her, but also get into assist range? I think he can.
Check this out.
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's attempt to smash you. Yes, I'll get an assist, which is good. I don't exactly want to... Yeah, let's soften you up with an armor crush. Don't exactly want to waste too many of my attacks before the boss. Oh, critical. Yeah, I was about to say she's going to be very resistant to that heavy blow, and then critical happened. So let's scout around. Yeah, you can't fly over that. I was thinking that was some kind of a pit, but no, it's just a big sealed area. Okay, floor switches. Got it. Okay, let's see. None of these are gun-type attacks, so I'll just have to use a regular attack. But this thing's vitality is down, so we should be able to finish the job here. And everyone got a chance to assist. Nice. Now let's just hope nothing terrifying happens on the enemy phase. Okay, you're moving. I need to plan which group heads towards which switch. In fact, oh, wow, nice! Tricky back shot around that wall there. Yeah, nice getting stuck there. Oh, binding shot. Oh, that's going to make things a lot trickier. Death cluster. Have you ever done that before? Wow, ouch, that is painful. And of course, no assist attacks because that was a area attack.
Let's go.
Okay, this is tough. Let's see. So, okay, there's one floor switch there and one there. Probably should have been moving up towards that one. So, so maybe the lower group should deal with the enemies around them and get ready to rush in, whereas the higher group includes Mana and the debuff user, who I really want to make sure, yeah, Sho can still pivot on the spot, but he can't actually move. I think I really can just do a regular shot here. That, again, not a back attack. These things have very strange, I guess hitboxes is the right word. Only an 80% hit rate though. But it's down anyway.
For everyone's sake.
Oh wait, actually our debuff user is down here. What made me think she was up the top? Okay, I'll need to queue a show soon, but for now, there is actually kind of no reason to use a really, really big attack. So what here costs the lowest amount of GP insanity? Yeah, let's just go for I'll crush you.
How's this?
And cartoonish squash. So that deals with a few enemies around them. Now, this group, I think we should be heading towards the floor switch over there. Please tell me she's not blocked. Good, she's not blocked. And that's just out of concussion range, isn't it? It would take us longer to get to the switch if we headed backwards. Because if we go this way, we're heading towards the other switch, and we can fight this thing, but... yeah, I'd probably rather head towards... guess while I'm here I could get some recovery.
And away we go.
It's kind of like a double heal, because it has the additional HP regen effect. I don't think we're able to take this thing out in one turn, though. Well, I can defer, though.
Leave it to me.
Okay, let's give this thing a right solid thumping. Oh yeah, that's only 50% sanity. I'll go for this one. Vitality down. Still quite resistant to melee, though. Yeah, that's a much better use of Heavy Blow. And yeah, she regenerated all of that. I'm still not sure if that's a back attack, though. So if she heads completely straight forward, she ends up on top of this thing and can't do a back attack at all. If she goes here, I really hope this counts as a back attack. Please count. Yes, it did. And that's pretty much gone. Yeah, there we go. I don't like these vol burns. They're really, really annoying. Going for show even through Yoko? He does get a counter on you, though. Okay, wait. Did that just say 0% chance of hitting? It looked like a 0. Okay, they have more enemies incoming. Okay.
This looks bad.
Yeah, it does look bad. Sho is kind of stuck here. There are enemies between us and the gate there. Do we have any kind of a restore HP and cure status things? Fully restores HP, GP, and sand, but doesn't cure status ailments. Almost think healing Sho is actually better at this rate than Yoko. Okay, stay back is gonna hit him too. I could try and go for charm. Please work!
Here I go.
Well, it did lower its sanity at least. Well, it looks like, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but at the moment it's really looking like charm is just as effective, and I use that term very, very loosely, as it is in the Persona series.
Here I go.
Yeah, that's not good. You know, I wonder if Nagi made a rush for that switch.
Show on the road.
While... So the switch... Okay, that's a green door. So the switch over here is the purple switch, which will open the lower door, which they're all close to. The moment... Okay, so... Long distance melee attack. Let's see just how long distance this is. See, I don't want her to go too far, or else, well, your attack is certainly very long distance. And now I will punch you.
And away we go.
That HP regen on her is really useful, though. And slicey, slicey, and down. Yet another binding shot. Does get a counter for that, though. What are you doing? Oh, critical shot.
Not good.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, he's probably going to go down from this.
Let's go.
Well, that's... And you're still stunned. Yeah, I'd probably rather use a... Do I have an anti-bind? Yes, I do. Yoko's sanity is running a little low, though. Maybe I could berserk her and then attempt to unleash her on that door while she's berserked. Let's actually try for that. Stay back! Did quite a bit of damage.
Spot now.
Yeah, I want to get in there, but she can't really. Unless, see, this is where some. See, you know what would be really awesome? If Ajito could zip in here, and then if he had summon allies, I could just have him zip in here and then use summon allies, and then that would solve all of our problems. It's probably the easiest way to S-rank this mission now that I think about it. She can get to the switch at least. Wait a second, does she have to be, please tell me that counts to stick on the switch. And good, it does.
Oh, I'm really in a spot now.
Okay then, how to best make use of mana? Is the question.
And away we go.
I could lure the boss over close to the door, then use the teleport you and nearby allies on the boss, getting mana through this door. That could work, although I'm not entirely sure if it will. Just gonna have him heal himself. This may be a terrible idea, but never hurts to try. Okay, thankfully you're not trying to bind him again. Ominous, lumbering, giant claw monster thing. What are you doing? Giga first! At least no poison. Okay, she's probably gonna go crazy soon, isn't she? Yes, she is! Oh, she is completely gone crazy. Death Cluster? Oh, don't let that lower defense from being berserk be your downfall. Okay, please do something useful here. Psychic Assault.
Are you okay?
Well, Yoko's officially lost it. I'm really thankful she isn't a traitor. Kind of want to heal her, but I don't want her to go to slaughter us too badly. So here is the real question.
Oh, geez. Here it comes.
So if I used group shift on this boss, I doubt it will work. I'm wondering if it gets her through the door. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just try it.
Gonna hurt.
Retreat immediately.
That only teleported.
You alright?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't get mana through the door. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, that was a complete waste of time. So then, that was a complete waste of time. Yeah, not good.
Retreat immediately.
Yeah, we should, but you need to keep your keep on the button.
Are you alright?
Okay, carefully does it. What is my item range? Just don't want to get too close. Very careful. Don't want to provoke the crazy, crazy Yoko. Okay, please don't kill me, Yoko. Well, at least this enemy is going the other way. Take some of the pressure off Show a bit.
Too slow.
Oh, that's... Well, that was, cool. Oh, no. Okay, poison shot. Ow!
Take this.
No, damn it! Yoko, don't kill Show! Oh, crap, he's gonna kill him. Oh, no.
Shouldn't have.
Well, he certainly went away. Yeah, I'm not getting as lucky with Berserk as I did in my, yeah. As I did in the Himeno mission, am I? Yeah, that's a problem with Berserk. It is kinda luck-based who they go for.
Right?
Oh, geez. Here it comes.
Yeah, I share his sentiments exactly at this point. You know, I should have used Agito's phase item to heal her. Yeah, with this phase item, he can do that and keep it a safe distance. I am an idiot. Yeah, you get to counter that. Lowers sand cost to 0, but raises... But it'll berserk him. I don't like the idea of the lower defense due to berserk in these close quarters with such a giant, crazy looking thing. So... the moment I'm just gonna... Oh. Get distracted by a shiny collectible.
Oh, geez. Here it comes. Here.
Yeah, I'm pretty much convinced I'm not getting an S rank for this. Hi, big monster. Get off first. And that's an area attack, so we don't get it. What are you doing? Oh, that was bad. You have disturbingly long range.
Oh, I'm really in a spot now.
Oh, Yoko.
Oh, I'm really in a spot now.
You know, I just realized that I've never actually seen somebody recover from Berserk before. And I've lost half my team. Well, at least most of the enemies are gone, but at what cost?
Commencing assault.
You have to have someone stand on the buttons here. Yeah, this is not going well at all. Hello there, Mr. Boss. Ouch.
I'm a little tired.
Okay, she's no longer berserked. Now, it just depends on how far that boss can move. Only a 60... Ah. Well, I do have a bunch of attacks that can't miss. Okay, please, go away. And not in the same way that Sho did. Oh, right! It's like she's automatically dazed the turn after that she's berserked. Okay, that makes sense. Backup is coming! Now might be a good idea to use the life pack pluses.
Leave it to me. Move out.
And I need to keep that door open. Hello, please don't get into attack. Oh, crap. Ah!
Let's do this.
I guess if I were to name one like major flaw of this game, it's that you can't, there's no real indication of exactly where enemies can move, exactly how far they can move, or what the range on their attacks is. So it's very hard to plan ahead for, Okay. Please inflict lots of status effects.
There.
You know, I had a feeling it would inflict no status effects at all. What?!
Oh, I'm
Your counter has that long range? Seriously? Oh boy. Okay. Okay, need to calm down here. Gonna have to revive a lot of people.
move out.
In fact, I just realized something. Are you still in... That traps Sho in there if I close the door. Unless it could do some kind of a giant area attack and wipe out everyone. I don't like this, but... perhaps it's a good idea to do this. Close off... the door doesn't close.
That shouldn't have.
So you just need to step on the switch once. You don't need to hold it down. If I'd known that, I could have used Naki for the whole... well, that's what you get for doing a blind run, basically. You don't know these things. And I want to revive Yoko, but the boss is just too close.
Let's begin.
Oh, I'm really in a spot now.
So let me just check just how far this thing's range is on its counters. If I use Concussion... okay, I don't get a counter for that. And Mana is very bulky.
How'd you like that? Here I go.
Didn't do a lot of damage, but at least Mana can probably tank this guy for a while. Especially if I... Maybe... Okay, let me see. I doubt this would raise her agility high enough to actually dodge things successfully. And that only works on yourself. I would quite like to circuit bind this guy, actually, now I think about it. Don't know if I can get Toya into range, though. This feels kind of risky. Let me see. Well, I can circuit bind you. Oh boy. Oh no. They both got stunned. Oh no. And she went crazy. Which means she is almost certainly going to kill Toya. Rather than attack the boss, of course. Because the AI is just that spiteful. My luck is just that bad. Of course. Well, if he's distracted by Berserk Mana for a while, this is going really, really horribly. I need to buy more of these, super revives. But I think using them now is not exactly the worst idea. Oh, that's right, everyone's affected with fear, that's why we're all wasting so much of our, stuff. Okay. Now, my... Ouch! And yeah, that's not counterable. Well, at least Mana's using her Berserk powers to hit the boss. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That might just save us, actually. Of course, we don't get assists on Berserk characters, but if you can just stay there and get distracted by... Wait a minute, how much health does Mana have? Wait a minute, I have an idea. I can phase an item to her. Without worrying about getting close to her because she's all crazy and berserk. Now, where's... I'm just kind of hiding here. Okay, boss guy. Crush. Yeah, just step on her. Oh no.
Bad.
Okay, Mana's fine now. But she's dazed. And I don't get a counter if I do that.
Commencing assault.
Yep, this is really not good. Well, I can potentially get out of counter range if I do this. And get an assist.
Move out.
Okay, one shot and shows attack.
This looks bad.
Okay, that is terrible damage. Dodge the next attack against you. I mean, that's not really a bad idea. How much health does Mana have? Yeah, I think I need to phase an item to her now that I think about it. Or... well, that's gonna not cost all sanity. Raise accuracy and dodge to 100% for one turn. You know, I probably should have used this earlier now that I think about it. Lethal pass. See, I want to do this, but it almost seems like there's just almost no chance of actually getting the effects on this thing. This boss seems to be immune to nearly everything. Or I could get a critical and kill him. Nice one there, show. Well, that was a complete mess, and I apologize if I got... oh, the end's going to appear, isn't he?
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
Hi, the end! I saw you coming a mile away.
It's nice, isn't it? The way mortal peril can bring out the bonds of friendship. It's also ironic I might die of laughter.
I doubt you'll ever come to understand it.
Yes, because of course, evil cannot comprehend friendship.
Someone who seeks the world's destruction will never know the warm bonds of camaraderie.
Because everyone else in the world will be dead. This is exactly the fallacy that was pointed out in Tales of Graces.
You're absolutely correct. It's a warmth I just have no experience with. All I know is the cold bitterness of men and women who sacrifice others in order to survive.
Now that's interesting. So obviously he's trying to make us do this because maybe something similar to this whole erasure thing happened to him.
What in the world do you want? Why are you doing this? What exactly is your goal?
One half of what I desire has already been fulfilled. Your suffering is oh so gratifying.
Yeah, he wants to make Sho suffer, but why? Unless, again, like that my theory from before, that maybe the End and Sho were both part of the same experiment, and only one of them was chosen, because we still don't know what the End's fate gift is. Even though it's very likely that he has the 12 fate materia, we still don't know what his gift is. So, unless he actually had a similar gift to Sho, but Sho was chosen over him, and now he resents that.
Oh, did you forget what happened 10 years ago?
10 years ago, yeah, whenever something like X years ago is mentioned in the game, it's always really important.
Back when you were an innocent little child. Have you forgotten what you did? Hiding behind that air of innocence?
Well, everyone seems to have forgotten, but yeah, something must have happened when they were children, considering how Child the End was acting. I assume that's Child the End. I mean, how could it not be? I mean, white hair, yellow eyes.
10 years ago? What are you talking about?
Just as I thought. You don't remember any of it. If you wish to know more, then keep climbing. We can talk in person. But if you wish to proceed, then you will need to pay the price.
So you're having us make more sacrifices?
Don't waste your breath pretending to be angry. Admit it. You've grown accustomed to this process, haven't you? Culling others. Yes, quite familiar with the process. Ruining others' futures just so you can have a future.
Yeah, I'm sure that has to play into his motivation somehow. It was said that, like, Young the End said that it was decided that he didn't have the right to live or something.
What do you mean by that? Gone again, huh?
Yeah, I get the feeling that there's something involving that when they were all being experimented on, that something happened and the End it was decided that he didn't have a future, but Sho did.
Nice. I'm well aware of that. Regardless, I've made my choice. I'll keep moving forward.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, we have plot there, and wow, this is going to be horrible. Yeah, that was my worst rank so far. At least I still get the gift experience, and I have a bunch of VP that I don't have any use for. Someone was wondering, though, if VP actually carry over on a New Game Plus. That is possible, but yeah, that D rank, I was totally expecting that. I apologize if I got a bit angry there. Yeah, again, that's what happens when you sort of play this blind. You don't quite know things. So, for example, if I'd known that you only have to stand on the Switch once rather than just hold it down, I would have moved Nagi down to support everyone else, and maybe things would have been different. Again, also, if I had known that, that whole, group shift doesn't affect allies through walls, then, again, I could have done stuff. Really, I think what you really need to do in this mission is don't open the doors until you have everyone as one group, and then all go in and face the boss together. Any other option is a complete recipe for disaster, so I think I just demonstrated how not to do this. Then again, if I replayed this with Ajito's group, with Ajito's summon allies unlocked, just phase him through the wall, summon allies, and yeah, that basically solves everything. Yeah, ouch. Well, Toya got set back a lot. Surprised Ajito still managed to have such a high score even with all those deaths. So everyone here is going to have 3 gift experience, pretty much. And everyone else there is going to have a little bit. So we've got a lot to spend. But it's already been quite a long video. Wonder if I should spend the gift experience next time.
But there's one thing we can say for certain.
So, and we know there's not a traitor in this group. So, we will have unlocked the Judgment Room after this, but there is one more mission left to do on the floor.
Hey.
Well, see, I mean, it's not really going to change much. See, I don't exactly know how this 2-traitor voting process is even going to work. But if I keep the 2 at the very bottom of the battle rankings, I should ensure they're voted for. Plus, if I keep them low in the battle rankings, it means that they don't gain trust with other people. So let's just see how Himeno's trust is. Yeah, see, everyone's is not that great, whereas Toya trusts quite a lot of people. Wow, he's at like max with those ones. Mana, yeah, see how the trust is kind of increasing between people who are often deployed together. Though you trust Himeno quite a lot. Toya really trusts Zenji, that's a bit of an issue. So we have Nagi and Toya, and Himeno and Zenji are both at the bottom of the rankings. Zenji at the absolute bottom, so that's good, because now Himeno is leading in terms of vote forecast, and Zenji is the absolute bottom of the battle performance, so he's likely to be voted for if there's like a second vote or something. Anyway, we actually got a couple of files too, so, and some more conversations. Let me just check what the next mission in the gate looks like. Oh crap, that's a very, very high difficulty level. And considering how hard, like, see, this is the same difficulty as, like, Trial of the Megalith, which was pathetically easy. Yeah, that should have been at least 1 higher. I'm not sure they marked the difficulty all that well here. Passages around your base have been occupied by foes. So narrow corridors and everyone's split up. That's not a good combination at all. Fort Tyrannus, Ilex X. Have we seen those before? Graphis L. And a couple of floor switches. So we'll cross this bridge when we come to it, basically. For now, yeah, I'll spend the gift experience later because that's quite a lot of it. So let's check out the files that we got. Here we go. So we have God's Stones. Plant specimens. So this is that went extinct long ago. Replicas of famous... So the materia copies, like, human memories in general? So, yeah, what do those things do? I get the feeling that's the kind of thing that we might need the second playthrough only info. Core materia file. Each time in the fate materia changes the course of earthly events, some kind of debt accumulates from the changes made to the world. We now understand there exists something else as a counterpart to the fate materia, as a sort of vessel for the debt of causality. We have decided to call this a core materia. The core materia registers each time the world's fate is changed, and with each activation of the fate materia, the debt formed from it, or in other words, possible futures and timelines erased through the... Oh! As long as the world continues to exist, that debt will continue to expand. That is very interesting. So basically, every time that the world's fate is changed, every other possible future gets erased, and that accumulates. This is going all Chrono Cross on us. I've never actually played Chrono Cross, but I know that there's something very similar in that game. Like that every time you change the timeline, then every single living creature from the timeline that just got erased ends up in this limbo. I guess it's something kind of similar. The plot is starting to get very, very interesting. I guess we'll find out all our answers soon. But anyway, next time we'll continue on with this floor and hopefully not fail as badly as we did there. So, see you then.